जगन्नाथ की जय, पिता ज्योति की जय, की जय, बावन की जय, गोवर्धन की जय। ज्ञानस्य ज्ञानांजन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुभगवान् विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतलेश्वराय भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती गुरुभगवान् प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण. So everyone's chapter number 11, very important chapter, which gives us the philosophical understanding about God, like who is God and how God is related with this material nature and how He is working in this material nature. That we understand.
यार रहेगा नहीं तो बबलू ये बड़ी दिक्कत हो जाएगी अब.
So
आज कहीं.
So we are doing this universal form. This is very important to understand philosophically the greatness of God. We all know that God is very great, but how great is God? That we can understand when God demonstrates His opulences. So the opulences of God are unlimited. So how they are unlimited, that we can understand by seeing this universal form. So Lord Krishna has demonstrated His universal form multiple times. So one of the times when He has demonstrated universal form is in the Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra war, in the Mahabharata war when it was happening, but Arjuna had requested Krishna to show him. That's when He had shown universal form. Right? So this is the universal form. Text number 24. Navasprisham Gita-vanakavarnam Vyata-napita Vishatanetram Drishtva hi tvam Vishamam cha Vishnu. All pervading Vishnu. See, you have the colors touching the sky. You're giving mouths.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, your voice is breaking and it's echoing.
Is my voice okay? Is it the same for everyone? Is my voice okay? Is my voice okay, Hare Krishna? Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, is my voice okay? I need to listen to this once. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji, there's some disturbance. I can't hear you clearly, Prabhuji.
There's some disturbance?
Yes, some disturbance.
Is it better now?
Yes, a little better, Prabhuji. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam.
Is it better now, audio?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, now better.
Now better, Prabhuji.
Now better. Okay.
Sorry for disturbing you, Prabhuji, but I couldn't hear this.
Sorry about this. All right. My system. Okay, let's continue. So let's start. Nabhasprusham deeptamanekavarnam vyataananam deeptavishalanetram Drishtva hi tvam pranyatitantaratma dhritim navindami shamam cha Vishnu. So all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. O all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness. or equilibrium of mind. So this is Arjuna who is glorifying Lord Shri Krishna. Lord Shri Krishna's universal form, Arjuna is seeing, and this is his reaction, right? So, what is the reaction of Arjuna when he saw Krishna's universal form? So, what is he able to see? We can understand only by description of Arjuna. So, it's like a third party account, right? So, I don't know, I have not been able to see God, but I can see God when someone else describes it, correct? So, it's just like I've not gone to one place. Let's say that there is some place like some holiday destination. I've never been there, but I hear from others. Somebody who has gone there comes to me and says, yes, this place was very, very nice. So then I realize, okay, so this place is nice. Or when somebody whom I've never worked with. So then somebody will say, okay, I know this person is like this, he's like this. So I understand. So this is called as the account given by others. Okay, Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana means hearing from authority. Hearing from authority. So there are many, many ways in which we can come to the conclusive truth. One way is Pratyaksha Pramana. Pratyaksha Pramana is I will see it, I shall find it. So that is called as rationalism. So rationalism, like, I want to say, see, unless you are going to prove me, unless I want to see it, unless I'm going to touch it, experience it, I will not believe that it is there. Right? So this is called as Pratyaksha Pramana. Pratyaksha Pramana means direct perception. So there is some problem with the Pratyaksha Pramana. Pratyaksha Pramana, the problem is that whatever you see may not be true. Just like magician, it's a magician is showing one trick. Okay, so like that, I'll show like this. So it's there, say this is there here. So you see this? So you see, and it's there, and then I'm just going to move it to this hands. And just like this, it's with me here in this hand, but then I will just create from here. See, it's got created here. So this is magic trick. So like this magic tricks, you can do. Pratyaksha Pramana can be deceiving, right? So it's not true. Whatever you see may not be true. So you can be illusion also. Pratyaksha Pramana is not true. Just like you see that water is touching, the seashore, when you go to the beach, you see that water and sky, they're touching. The ocean and the sky, they're touching, but they never meet. It looks as if they meet, but they don't meet, right? So if you see the two train tracks, it looks as if, at some point, maybe they will intersect each other. So they are going like this cross. After some time, maybe they'll cross and they'll go like this. No, that is not possible. That is Pratyaksha Pramana defect. See, our eyes have limitations. Therefore, Pratyaksha Pramana direct perception is not correct. Next is Anumana. Anumana means inductive logic. Means I will see, because there is a smoke, I will deduce that there is fire. So this is called inductive logic. So just like because the baby is crying, maybe his stomach is paining. So for example, so like that, so I'm doing some kind of Anumana. So Anumana example is, so power cut happens in our house. So, of course, if these days everybody has UPS, but in the olden days when there was no UPS, power cut happens, then what we used to do? We'll go and see the other fellow's house, right? So other fellow's house is also switched off. So then I deduce that, oh, that means the power is gone for everybody, right? So this is called inductive logic. So inductive logic is also defective because, inferences or observations can be wrong. So just because sometimes we judge people based on one incident, but that judgment is often a misjudgment. Maybe we have not seen that properly, that person, right? We are judging wrongly, right? So, like, let's say that something goes wrong one day, it doesn't mean that it will go wrong every day, right? So just because of the inductive logic, that is also not correct. So the next one is called the Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana means hearing from the authority. So there is one authority in that field, I hear from him, therefore it is true. So in every field, we go to authority for Shabda Pramana. Like for example, let us say that I am having some symptoms, health issues. So I check in Google. Then can I come to a conclusion? There will be 10 diseases which are said. If I come to a conclusion, that's wrong. If I ask my friends, they may say, I think you have this. That's also wrong. So then I have to go to the authority. I go to the authority, the doctor will see Doctor does inductive logic there. Doctor based on the experience says that this is your problem. So that is correct. That is hearing from the authority is correct. So the topmost authority in spiritual subject is the Vedas. So the Vedas are the topmost authority. So here, the Vedas also the most confidential knowledge of the Vedas. The most confidential knowledge of the Vedas is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the most confidential knowledge of the Vedas. And the thing or the person who is to be known by the Vedas is Krishna. Veda is sarvair aham eva vedyo. Among all the Vedas, I am to be known, Krishna says. Therefore, we are taking the authority of Bhagavad Gita as it is. That's why we're saying as it is. Whatever Bhagavad Gita says, we shall believe. Whatever Krishna says, we shall believe. Srila Prabhupada says, whatever Krishna says, we shall believe. And whatever anybody else says, we shall not believe. So that is perfect authority. Simply by following authority, we can save a lot of time actually. By following the Shabda Praman or the hearing from authority, hearing from the Vedic scripture, hearing from Krishna, we can save a lot of time. See, because if I have to experience myself, it will take a long time for me to come to a conclusion. See, for example, Krishna is saying, always meditate upon me and liberate yourself from the cycle of birth and death, from the cycle of suffering. So if I want to experiment, then I have to undergo the entire suffering and see, first of all, first die once, die 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, write in a diary, okay, death number 1, death number 2, it was painful, death number 3, it is painful, okay, diseases, yes, this world is actually suffering, now I shall surrender to Krishna. This is actually waste of time. So Krishna is saying, authority is saying, surrender to me, and you will be saved from repeated birth and death. I shall surrender immediately. So this is called intelligence. So I shall just accept the authority. Here Arjuna is our authority. Arjuna is seeing Krishna. He is seeing Krishna face to face. So Krishna, and he is describing what he is seeing. Therefore, I shall accept it. So there is no doubt of or a point of question that whether Arjuna has seen or not, who knows. Sometimes we get this kind of questions. Who wrote Bhagavad Gita? Did Arjuna write any notes? Or who knows whether Krishna said or not? Did Krishna use the same words? Different words have been used. Did he speak in Sanskrit? Did he speak in Hindi? So this is all unnecessary doubts. So this is the real story that happened. Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago, Kurukshetra, the place is there. We can go there. See, anybody who wants to go can go. In Haryana, there is a place called Kurukshetra. There is also Kurukshetra Junction. There is a railway station also. You can go there. You can find there the place where Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. There is a place where Bhishma left his body. And there is also a new ISKCON temple also coming up there. The chariot, the temple on the chariot. So all this is there. So all over India, the proof is there. Mahabharata proof is there. Ramayana proof is there. All over India it is there. So there is no question of doubt. So Ashraddhadana Purusha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapyavan Nivartante Mrityu Samsara. So a doubting person, what happens? Ashraddhadana Purusha. Whoever is not having faith in what Krishna is speaking, what happens to him? So what happens? Aprapyavan Nivartante. He will not come to me. Krishna saying, if you doubt, you can't go back to Krishna. Then what will happen? Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. That means we'll go back to the world of death. That's called Mrityu Samsara. Mrityu Samsara means world of death. Means repeated death. That's it. That is the result of not having faith in Bhagavad Gita, not having Krishna. Not just dying once, dying again and again and again and again. It's how many times? Unlimited times. How many times? How much is a day of Brahma is 430 crore years. So 100 years means divided by 100. That means 4.3 crore times minimum we have to die in the day of Brahma. So we have to save. We want to save this suffering actually. Ourselves from suffering, save others also from suffering. So this is called intelligence. Saving ourselves, saving others from suffering. This is called compassion. Not material compassion. Compassion means like, beggar is coming on the junction and acting that he's having some problem and asking for some money, and I'm giving some money to think that I'm a very good person. This is not compassion. That is actually material compassion. Real compassion is to see that everybody is suffering. That everybody is suffering, I am also suffering. Let me take the solution. So whatever Bhagavad Gita Krishna has given, let me take the solution, right? So here in this verse also, what he's saying is that Arjuna is able to see Many radiant colors. Navasprusham Deeptam Aneka Varnam. Varnam means colors. Aneka Varnam. So it's colorful. So the Krishna's universal form is looking very colorful. All the colors of the universe. You can see all at once. Right? It is Navasprusham. Nava means touching the sky. So it is touching the sky. Deeptam is radiant colors, not just colors. If you just imagine a very bright kaleidoscope with infinite colors, which you can imagine, changing colors, dynamic colors, which is touching till the sky, it looks very scary, isn't it? And it says, Vyattananam Deepta Vishana Netram. And it says that he has got gaping mouths, big mouth, and great glowing eyes, Vishala Netram. Netra means eyes, very glowing, that too Deepta. The eyes are also glowing. So, and then by seeing this, is Arjuna having a very pleasant experience? Is he very happy seeing this? No. Drishtva hitvam pravyatita antaratma. Pravyatita antaratma. He is saying, by seeing that, by seeing you, I am feeling very disturbed. So Arjuna is feeling very disturbed. It's very disturbed. And Dhritimna Vindami Shamam Cha Vishnu. Actually, I am so disturbed that I can't even maintain my steadiness. So this is the result of seeing God. It's not easy, right? So we want to see God. Everybody says, I want to see God, right? I want to see God, but am I prepared to see God really? So God is unlike anybody. It's not like a normal person. It must be very extraordinary how it is to see God. So do I even have the eyes to see God? And what will be my reaction after seeing God? I mean, what is the outcome of seeing God? That also we have to see. Okay, we want to see God. So what will we do after seeing God? Okay, let us say God shows himself to you. Next, what will you do? So next time we'll surrender to God. Then why we should wait until God shows us and then surrender to God? God is saying, surrender unto me, I will show you. We are saying, you show me, then I will surrender unto you. What is the solution? Right? So it's like, who is more important? So just like, if I ask somebody very like a president of the country, so you give me an appointment, you come, right? So he's not our servant to come. You understand? So Prabhupada says, God is not your order carrier servant. That just like I'm going to a restaurant and saying, bring one masala dosa, idli dosa, bring. Then the server will go and bring it. So it's not, God is not like that. See, I'm ordering, okay, I've ordered universal form, come and show me yours. It's not possible like that. So God, we must work in a way that we must see God. Not that I will see God. We should work in the way that God shall see me. That is the correct mentality. I shall do my service, regulated devotional service, as given by my spiritual master in such a sincere way, such a nice way, that God shall come and see me. Right? So just like in an office, where an employee is working very hard, very nicely, right? The heads, they will all come and they will congratulate. The top head will come and he will give a medal and say, good, you're doing a good job. Right? In the meeting, he will call everyone and he will say, you're doing a very good job. Very nice. I've heard from your boss and everybody that you're doing very nicely. So therefore, I came to see you. Right? So that is the proper way. Right? Not that I will demand, come God, come and show. If you are not going to show me, I will deny that you are there. So even if you deny that it's not there, that is my problem. So sun is there. But if I am inside a closed door, I'll close all my doors, switch off the light and say there is no sun. So that is not the problem of the sun. I should come out and see it myself. Then sun will be seen. And sun, I cannot see in the night, midnight at 12 o'clock. I will be shouting that where is the sun? You said that there is sun. You said there is sun. Where is the sun? I cannot see the sun. So therefore there is no sun. So there are some conditions in which the sun will come. There are some conditions when God will reveal. That conditions we should try to meet. That Arjuna has met that conditions. Therefore he is able to see God. So if we meet the conditions, we shall also be able to see God. Prabhupada says, yes, you can see God face to face. You can talk to God face to face. But you have to work in a way that he will see you. So for that, we require special kind of eyes. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. Our eyes must be corrected. Just like if we have a cataract, we won't be able to see clearly. So for seeing God, God is there everywhere, all pervasive. Vishnu means all pervasive actually. He's all pervasive, he is there everywhere. But I am not able to see it because of my defective vision. So I shall correct my defective vision. How to correct the defective vision? Bhakti, prema anjana, that we have to apply that ointment of love. That ointment of love we should apply for our eyes, then we can see. So why Krishna also says, why I am showing you this universal form? I am showing you this universal form because you are my bhaktosi me sakacheti. Rahasyam hi etaduttamam. Because you are my pure devotee. Right? Because you are my devotee and you are my friend. That is why I am showing. So, just like when Lord Krishna showed the universal form, one day what happened? Krishna went to, as an ambassador, he went to Kauravas. And he was negotiating. He was saying, okay, fine. First of all, he says, give back the kingdom. Then they say, no, we won't give. No, we won't give. Then he says, okay, do one thing, give 5 villages. Then Duryodhana says, no, we won't give. Then he says, if you don't give, then it shall be forcibly taken. Be prepared for that. You will all die. Is that okay? Then Duryodhana felt very insulted. Then he shouted and said, arrest him. Then Krishna they tried to arrest him. And Krishna laughed very loudly. You want to arrest me? And then he just showed his universal form. He is all pervasive. How can you arrest Krishna? How can you arrest God? He showed his all pervasive form. Showed his universal form, but Duryodhana was not able to see. He immediately fainted. Duryodhana, Dushasana, all the Kauravas fainted. They were not able to see. Right? Dhritarashtra was able to see. Right? Even though he was blind, Krishna gave him the eyes to see him. But look at his misfortune. Despite of seeing the universal form also, he is not ready to agree. So this is the position of a non-devotee. So we want to see a God. But what will we do after seeing God? If we don't have bhakti, if we don't have faith, even after God shows himself, then also we will say we don't believe. Then what is the use of showing? That's what happened with Dhritarashtra. He has seen God. He was blind. He was not able to see anything. He saw God. He saw the universal form. Still, he wants to support his son. Still, he wants to continue his material life. So this is the position. So therefore, the correct way of seeing is not by seeing with eyes. The correct way of seeing is through ears. Right? So through the ears we have to see. So by hearing from the pure devotees, we have to hear the story of Krishna. We have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. We have to hear very attentively. And then we can see Krishna. That seeing is very useful. Right? So Krishna, he will not reveal himself to Kuyogina. Kuyogina means those who are not perfect in devotional service. So at the moment, we are not perfect in devotional service. We have just put some baby steps. We are trying towards putting one by one, step by step. We have not arrived there. But we are not in a position like that of Arjuna. Arjuna is able to see face to face. Arjuna, when he is asleep also, he is chanting the names of Krishna. Not only him. One day when he was sleeping, all his hairs were chanting the names of Krishna. All the hairs of Arjuna, they were chanting the names of Krishna. That is his devotional service. So we have to improve in devotional service. So if we want to see God, we have to improve in devotional service. Nicely hear about Krishna. Hear about his message. Chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra very nicely. Right? Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha. Say Krishna, chant Krishna, speak about Krishna, and worship Krishna. And understand the tattva or the philosophy. Who is Krishna? Try to philosophically understand who is Krishna, who is God. So that is the perfection of human form of life. So thank you very much for joining. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can ask Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.